guys, it's Donnie Smith from 3D Kennels. Today we're doing a new video. Questions from a concerned breeder. I'm gonna shout this out to Dave Wilson and all the other collaborators of the American Bully breed. I just have a few questions that ponder when I look at my American Bully at night, and I just wonder several things which stands out to me, which is one, I think the American Bully is having an identity crisis, and that was by design from Mr. Wilson and the other collaborators of this breed. Explain to me, how is it that, according to your information, ABKC, you took a UKC Pit Bull and an AKC Staffordshire Terrier. Listen to that. American Pit Bull Terrier, American Staffordshire Terrier. You bred a dog, but that's not a terrier. It's a bully. What? And when we do this Google search that I'm going to pull up, interesting. And when we go into the standard, where it points out specifically where it says that the dog should be heavily masked and heavily muscled, large bone. Okay, I'm going to pull up right here. Here are all the terriers in existence that has ever lived. Where do you see these traits coming from? You chose two terriers. You chose these terriers. It has to be for a specific reason. How did you expect to get heavily boned and heavily muscled from two terriers? Okay, cool. Understandable. From these two breeds that make the American Bully. Understandable. Then it seems that there's a convoluted line in everything. The standard itself is extremely wide open, and I've seen clips
over time as we realize that our breed really is an extreme breed. Our breed really is a breed of substance. I mean, we created our breed by breeding the boundaries. We were breeding dogs of substance and heavy bone structure. We never really put a cap on it. The only cap that we really had was it shouldn't fall apart. It should still be.
So I think that within itself says to me that this breed wasn't planned properly. It's too open-ended, too many issues. So let's pull up the health issues that goes along with it. Here we are now. It's just too many things that make me feel that this breed was designed to fail. And then on top of all of that, what the ABKC decides to push, we push dogs that aren't healthy, in most part, let me say. Because when you look at some of the dogs that has had most of the pull and the publicity from the ABKC, and even the owner of the breed himself, or one of the originators of the breed, Mr. Dave Wilson, he's bred to that dog. One of the most infamous dogs, if ever, is Demon Boy, and his father was Magoo, a dachshund. Decent dog. I mean, if you were thinking of a bulldog, but what are we saying here? How are we blurring the lines? You take two terriers, the dog isn't a terrier. You don't name the dog a terrier. And then on top of that, you put the standard, and I'm going to put the American Bulldog standard and the Mastiff standard, and see if you see any similarities to the American Bully standard. You seeing any similarity, guys? This concerns me. I feel like this is causing the breed itself to implode. And you've seen it. We're now getting heart murmurs at a more ridiculous rate. Think like this is a working breed. Have you ever heard of a working breed with such a high prevalency of heart murmurs, of congenital and degenerate? Like, no, that's insane. Like I say, I spoke to my vet, and I know a lot of other people who I've spoken with who has experienced it. Something isn't right. Either that there's more to this breed than they're allowing us to know, and then help me understand, how do you choose, pick, and write the standard the way that you do? This I need an answer to. Okay, I could be wrong, and I'm willing to accept that, but I think that there's too much evidence that we have, you may have, and the world has, that's saying otherwise. Answer these questions for me. Why is it that you have a terrier, allegedly a terrier dog, that has no terrier features, and you're going further and further away from terrier features? There's no terrier features in the American Bully today. If you pull up Samson, where are the terrier features? If you pull up any of the top 10 with maybe some of the Waffle House grandkids, because I don't know the top 10 for 2022 as yet. So if you pull up 2021's top 10, you don't see terrier features. Those aren't the prominent dogs. Those aren't the dogs that are pushed. So help me understand, guys. Again, I feel that this breed, the way that it was designed, chasing money, being more about monetary gain than the health of this breed, it's imploding. So, what is the American Bully really? Is it a bulldog or is it a terrier? You decide, guys. Have a wonderful day. Danny Smith, 3D Kennels.